Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 19. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards at a first down L.A. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Undercross, under 54. No.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Watson. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Got a man, that's Allison. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. A throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
36, 24.
Now Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
31! 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Running on first down with Ware. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it. This is Ware. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Charger drive about to get going, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. On first down, Watson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
57. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Johnson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-man.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 23 yards the pickup there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. Gano's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
First down, Chiefs.
Got it. Mike 57. Switch up.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To throw is Bridgewater. Got a man, that's Quinn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense.
Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Watson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Let's go.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
On second and 12, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On third down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Richardson. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing again, Bridgewater on second and 10. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. toss play to McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
What is that? 18! 54! Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Pirine. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 19. 59. 54. I got it.
Now McKinnon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. Oh, it stays up. Hard throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Play action now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Bridgewater. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
3 bud.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Strip that ball. Kill. 36. 64. Kill, turn up. Slam. Shift.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go 58's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Hit it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California.